So we'd like to tell you about the Michael Project, who advocate for orphans and children at risk in Zimbabwe. You might remember that we've supported this charity as a church previously. And in 2016, my son Nathan and I visited Zimbabwe and saw the fantastic work that they do for ourselves. The Michael Project was started about 25 years ago by Dave and Helen Hobbs, and I know Helen from when we studied at Bible College together. They visited us as a church on a number of occasions. They got to know a young orphan called Michael, but he sadly died in 1995, prompting them to find ways to mobilize the church to biblically care for vulnerable children. The Michael Project is financially supported by churches and businesses in Zimbabwe, as well as international donations. In 2014, I helped establish the Michael Project as a UK-registered charity to help with fundraising and grant applications, and I'm one of the trustees.
In Zimbabwe, 1 in 4 children are orphans. This is 1.8 million children. This high number is partly due to a high adult death rate from AIDS and extreme poverty across the whole country. The 3 aims of the Michael Project are to help children remain in their families by providing education and financial support. If they have been orphaned or separated from their wider family, the Michael Project seeks to reunify them with their relatives again. If this is not possible, they work with the local authorities to provide foster care or adoption so that children can regain a forever family.
The Michael Project achieve their aims in a number of ways. They provide daycare and a preschool at Chikarubi Women's Prison. It's a high-security prison, and the imprisoned women often have to keep their children with them, or they're born in prison, but there's no provision made for them. So the daycare centre is essential in providing food, clothing and education. 145 children have graduated from the preschool in the last 12 years. In several poorer communities of Harare, the capital of Zimbabwe, they run preschools for children who would otherwise not have any education. They are also able to work with the families and provide support for them. For children requiring foster care, they have the Shalom Children's Home, where about 20 children are cared for in 4 family units. These children often have specific educational needs, and their house parents ensure that they are loved and cared for.
The Michael Project organise an annual charity bike ride called Bridge to Bezi, where the riders cycle 500 miles across Zimbabwe in just 5 days. They travel from Bait Bridge in the south to Victoria Falls on the Zambezi River in the northwest. This year's target is to raise $50,000 to pay for school fees for the children at the Shalom Children's Home. Education is not free in Zimbabwe, and it's important that these children go to the right schools to help them overcome the difficult start they've had in life. My dad and I have been invited to join the small support crew for the cycle ride, providing refreshments and encouragement, as well as making daily videos on their progress. To kickstart the fundraising as we zoom to Zim, we'll be cycling along Southend Seafront next month, and we hope to do backwards and forwards enough times to complete at least 50 miles. This is a long way short of 500 miles, but it still feels a long way for us.
just a little quick short video of our test ride. We go from Chalkwell to Shoebury Ness and backwards and forwards along the cycle track there. If you would like to sponsor us, as it says on there, please go to the GoFundMe page, Zoom to Zim, or speak to us afterwards. We've also put a link on the Church Family Facebook page. We would also really appreciate your prayers as we travel and as the cycle ride can be completed without any problems. We've also had some of our flights cancelled by British Airways, so I would specifically appreciate your prayers as we try to find replacement flights this week. Thank you very much.